Joe's all packed, ready to go. We were about to leave, get in the car, take her to the airport, and then Aer Lingus flight canceled. She's all packed and everything.
All packed. I'm about to go do my TikTok about showing you what I was going to wear today. But we didn't get anything from the tour company. A parent called and said, oh, by the way, 10 minutes ago, the flight was canceled. Have a nice day.
Rude.
Now they're like, what are we supposed to do? I say, I'll tell you what the tour company should be doing, getting us on another flight. That's what they should have done in the first friggin' place. They should have canceled all their Aer Lingus flights, got us on another flight as soon as this was a potential. Period.
So now we wait, because now we don't know if we should still go to the airport and try to get on another flight. And by we, I mean you and everybody else except for me. Get on another flight or stay home because your flight might be tomorrow. This is the plan.
Exhausted already.
She's still gonna go to the airport, and they're gonna try to put her on a different flight either today, at the end of today, or tomorrow. So fingers crossed that it's today.
Can I cross all the fingers? What else can you cross?
Okay, baby. Have fun, and bring me back a leprechaun. Will do. I dropped Joe off at the airport. And then my car needed an oil change, so I went to Canadian Tire, got an oil change, and then the guy tells me, your brake fluid is low. But it's like, a month ago, I went to go get my battery changed because my battery had an issue, and everything was fine. And then now this month, I go get my oil change, and now my brake fluid is low. So anyways, tomorrow, we have to go bring it back to Canadian Tire so that they can check the brake fluid. Hi, baby.
Two things. Number one, okay, fine, we'll go tomorrow. But number two, I took that cab because they offered it, because I didn't want you to have to drive back and get me. But I can never do that again. I'm gonna be car sick for the next hour. He drove like this. He was lovely. He was lovely. But and then he found out that you were a singer. And then, because I sit in the front, because I don't want to get car sick, and then I chat, which is lovely. But then, he put reels on his phone while he was driving. But guys, I don't know what was making me more car sick. This? Or him flipping through and noticing he's not looking at the car. He wasn't looking at the driving. He wasn't looking at the driving at all.
Hey team, yesterday was an absolutely insane day, which is why I didn't vlog. But today I feel like I need to catch you up because it was crazy. So this all started 2 days ago. So 2 days ago, I take Joe to the airport. Her flight gets canceled, but I dropped her off because they had said, maybe we'll get you like on a later flight, whatever. So Joe was like, no, take me there, drop me off. We'll see what we can do. So I head home. On my way home, I need an oil change. So I was like, I may as well do it. So I take my car over to Canadian Tire. They do my oil change, but then they say, there's something wrong. Your brake fluid is low, and the only reason for that happening means that there's a leak somewhere. I don't understand anything. And I was like, this is crazy because I brought my car here about a month ago and everything was fine, and you said nothing was wrong, and all of a sudden now my brakes are wrong. Anyways, I couldn't handle that day, so I had to come home. Came home, and so now the next day I take my car back to Canadian Tire. So Joe's driving in her car, I'm driving in my car, on our way to figure out this brake thing. On our way there, I get stopped by the police. Now, here in Ontario, we were supposed to buy this little sticker that says that the permit for your license plate has been renewed, and then you glue it on there. We were told that we didn't need to do that anymore. We're not paying for it because that was the new thing. They're like, oh, you don't have to pay for it anymore. I did not know that I still had to go renew it just without paying it. And so now they've set up the cop cars on the street specifically for that reason, because obviously nobody was getting their stuff renewed because we didn't think we had to, because they're like, oh, you don't have to pay for it anymore. So they were stopping all these cars because nobody had done it. And one of those cars was me. So I got a ticket. Moving on from that, I get to Canadian Tire, I leave my car there. They're saying this is what's wrong with it, blah, blah, blah. You're going to need all your brakes checked, fixed, your rotors, so on and so on. I don't know. It was like, you got to fix basically everything, and it was going to cost me a fortune. And I was like, why? Joe goes, don't worry. Let me call my guy. Let's see what we can do. Anyways, fabulous, absolutely lovely, lowered the price. So now we're on our way to this new place to go get my car fixed. As we're driving to this new place, Jo gets a call from her mom saying that she doesn't really feel well, but it didn't seem like such a big deal at the time. It just kind of seemed like she wasn't feeling well and she needed to rest, and you know, she was just gonna take the day easy. So we deal with the car, we get back home, and we go downstairs just to like check and see like what's up. Her mom's heart rate was at like 20, between 20 and 40, which is absolutely not normal when you are like just laying down. 20. That's crazy. So the ambulance gets here and they're trying to figure out how they're going to get her into the ambulance because her heart rate is so low that if she were to stand up, then your heart has to work harder. And they were scared that she was going to bottom out. And so it was like this whole thing. And then more paramedics end up coming in and they're talking about doing like some stuff that we don't understand. And the thing is that like, she's very much there. Like she's, you know, listing off medications. Like her brain is fine, like she herself is there. It's just like a heart situation, which makes everything like weird and confusing. And so finally they figure it out and more paramedics end up coming. And anyways, so now she's off to the hospital. She's okay now, so like all good. Her heart rate is back up and now she's going to be at the hospital for a couple days because they have to make sure that everything's good, because the issue was the medication thing, because she had just gotten on a new medication and it was just crazy, just insane in the membrane. After we make sure that everything's good and her mom is stable, Jo's like, okay, I'm gonna go to Ireland. Her mom said, go to Ireland, have fun. Off she goes to Ireland. She is now in Ireland, and now I went to go pick up my car. As you can see, I have my car back. Yay. Went to the gym because I'm still doing that. And now we're gonna go visit Ange in the hospital, hang out with her for a little bit. But these last 2 days, absolutely insane. Crazy. Hey team, my kitchen has crazy cabinets where everything is an absolute disaster and we need to fix it. So you're going to be organizing some cabinets with me today. We have 2 to do, which is the one that's underneath here, this one, which is an absolute mess, which I'm going to show you in a second. And then also this one, which is the one next door, which is also an absolute mess. So this one has things like our pans or pots and then all the Tupperware and now like water bottles and tea, and it's a lot. And this one has like food, so it's got like the oatmeal and the chips and then like the tuna and it's too much. It needs to be fixed because every time I open one of these, everything falls out. So here we go. So here's the disaster of, what is this? This is insanity. And then back there is like even more insanity. So all this needs to, that's where we're starting. We're ready for reveal number 1. I had to move a couple of the water bottles that were in this one and kind of spread them out throughout some other cabinets because it wasn't fitting in here. So here's the reveal of the first cabinet that we have finally cleaned out today. And then there's this one, which is just like, this is just crazy. All of these tunas fell on me today and it's just a disaster. So we're gonna do that today. Ready for reveal number 2, cabinet that was full of chips and oatmeal and tuna and lentils and just a bunch of stuff that was old and cereal. Anyways, finally it is clean. Here it is. Oh my gosh, I got into organizing mode, and so those 2 are now done. And then I had the audacity to open these 2. And now I think because I have to finish the kitchen, now I feel like I have to finish those 2 as well. So look at the disaster that is these 2 cabinets as well. Okay, so these top 3 aren't so bad. So it's really just gonna be that one shelf. So we just gotta organize that one. But then we have this one, and this is just, these two we need to figure this out. How many boxes of Triscuits do we need, or different kinds of, why do we need so many crackers? I ended up actually reorganizing the whole thing based on like stuff that we actually eat often and stuff that we just kind of use every once in a while. So both of those were just filled with, like, it was just random places. So I mixed both of those two up in order to make something a little more cohesive. I took out the trash to go take it to the garage, and I noticed that it was raining. I wanted to go out for a run because, you know, I'm in my fitness era. I think I'm still gonna do it. You know, the rain's not gonna do anything. So let's go have a run in the rain. Whew, that was a great run. Obviously it's raining, I'm a little wet, but it felt good. It was a good run. 10 out of 10 recommend. I mean, it's not like crazy raining. It's raining, but it's not like downpour, but I felt good about that. I feel really good about that. So that was a good run. Sorry team, it looks like this entire vlog is just going to be me organizing spaces in the house, because it's like once you fix one place, then you're like, I feel like there's other places in the house that need fixing. And so I went into our spare room closet, which is where we keep all the Christmas stuff, and it is an absolute disaster. So let me show you what we're working with here. Like, this is just insanity. Like, please tell me why we have empty water bottles, and then, like, let's not even talk about what's going on back here. Like, it's too much. We gotta do something about it. I'm going to sit here and I'm going to empty everything out. I've got One Tree Hill queued up on my computer because I've recently started watching it again. I never watched it like from beginning to end. I would just kind of like, when it was on the TV, and I would just happen to catch it and I'd sit and watch it, but I never like followed it, you know what I mean? So now I think I'm on season 2. I'm gonna queue that up. We're gonna empty this closet because we gotta do something about it. This is insanity. So far, this side is looking a lot better, right? I hung the stuff, and then back there looks all right. Anyways, progress. This took way too long to do, but everything now has a spot. The shelves look good. We did it. I feel like we need more Ripley content, so hi. Oh, listen to her purr. Oh, that's a big yawn for a little kitten. Now that we're done with that closet, my favorite store to shop at is Urban Planet, because on a normal day, like on a regular day, they have great prices to begin with, but today they have a sale, which is like everything is $15 or less, all the way up to $1. So let's go see what kind of outfits we can put together, because that's an amazing sale. So let's go to Urban Planet. So I found a cute jacket that I like, but I can't see what the sale for that jacket is. I feel really old when I see a cute tank top that I want, but then I'm like, where's the bottom half of it? Like, I just want a full tank top. Well, that was unfortunate. The only thing that caught my eye was that jean jacket, but that jean jacket wasn't even part of the sale, so I didn't get anything. But here we are. I ended up at the mall because there's another Urban Planet at the mall, so maybe we'll have better luck here. We'll see. Anyways, let's give it a go. I'm all about the Olympics, and I just saw that Roots has a Canada hoodie for the Olympics. I'm gonna go look at it. I don't think I'm gonna buy it, but I'm gonna go look at it. It was like $138, but wow, was it cute. Anyways, I'm not gonna get it, but Urban Planet was a bust. Couldn't find anything I liked, but I guess we can still walk around the mall for a little bit. Hey team, I saw on TikTok that we can make some bread with avocado because it's not really bread, and you all know I don't eat sugar, so I don't eat any bread. Apparently, you take the avocado, you smash it, you put an egg into it, then you put Parmesan cheese, but I'm also trying to stay away from cheese for a little bit, so I'm gonna see if I can do this but without the cheese. And then you put it in the oven to bake, and then you get like a little, kind of looks like a tortilla. Anyways, we're gonna give it a go because you all know I don't cook, so the odds of this not working are pretty high. But I'm still gonna give it a try anyways. And then after going to the grocery store to get the avocado and the eggs and other stuff I need, we're gonna go get some wings because I'm obviously not gonna cook the wings, but I'm in the mood for some salt and pepper chicken wings. Okay, let's go. I bought 2 avocados just in case one of them is like brownish or whatever, because it's like you can never tell. I just hope one of them is good. I'm home, and now we're gonna do this avocado bread thing that I was talking about. So I opened up my first avocado and the top of it was brown, so I kind of scooped out the brown part. Maybe it'll work, but don't worry. The other one, this is why we buy 2, friends. The other one, it's all good. So let's get started. We gotta smash that one, then we gotta put the egg in it. I'm gonna not do the Parmesan cheese. Fingers crossed that it works, and then put it in the oven. Here we go. The egg is in, and now we're just gonna mix it into the avocado. It's very runny, and I tried to flatten it out so that it makes bread, but let's cross our fingers. It's in the oven. We're gonna wait 30 minutes because the recipe calls for 30 minutes. And then we're gonna see if it was a success, yay, or an absolute flop, which is okay because we still had fun together. We have 10 minutes to go, and I just peeked at it, and it has poofed up like a tiny little cake. Look at it. I don't know what, I mean, it's still, In the meantime, I'm going to cut up some tomatoes, a bit of cucumber that I'm gonna then place on top of that avocado bread if it comes out properly. Look at how gorgeous my dinner looks. Time for a taste test. Now I want to taste it first all by itself. It's not great. It's not bad. It just is. I'm gonna put a little tomato on it. Very underwhelming, but it's dinner nonetheless. All right, team, that's it for this week's vlog. I hope you enjoyed it. Next week, Sunday, 10 a.m., you will have the next vlog. Ripley is obviously here to sign off with me. I actually thought Joe was coming home tomorrow, but she's not. She's coming home on Monday, which is the day after tomorrow. So, oh, she's cleaning herself. I was going to turn the camera to show you Ripley, but I guess she's not cleaning herself anymore. Oh, hi. Look, let's sign off together. We'll say, goodbye, team. We'll see you next week. I mean, she tried.